Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Rosas good with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Play action, it's Tannehill. On the move to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing touchdowns.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Carson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carson. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 36, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, they go with a tight end carry.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson
His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
From what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Guys, man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by the DN, Denico Autry.
Good play there by the versatile Denico Autry. He can play inside or outside on the defensive line. 3 seasons in Indianapolis before signing with the Titans in March. He had 7.5 sacks in 2020.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 44, Tannehill. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side. It's Carson. Caleb Farley, the first-round pick back in April, there on the tackle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 29, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Tannehill on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Henry again.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Henry.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They run it with Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Wilson wants to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On first down, Wilson. Swipe, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.